We're gonna talk about who would win between Jermall Charlo and David Benavidez. So as you already all know, David Benavidez and Jermall Charlo have been going back and forth on social media. Jermall Charlo is the one who initiated all of this. This was from like a year ago, I believe. He was telling David Benavidez he'd move up to 168, knock him out. David Benavidez took him up on the challenge. And this year, Jermall Charlo was making these odd and bizarre stipulations and putting obstacles in the way. I'm not fighting anybody under 25 years old. You got to take a COVID vaccine. You're going to have to come down in weight. I'm not a 168 pounder, stuff like that, right? And David Benavidez was putting a lot of pressure on him, and so was the public, because they seen like, damn, man, this is Jermall Charlo. It's supposed to be a lion, and he acting like he don't want to fight this dude, and he didn't one that called him out and said he would knock him out and break his neck and all this stuff, right? So recently, he came out and said, all right, I'll knock him out within 4 rounds, 5 rounds. I think he said 6 rounds. I'll knock him out. He get hit too much. Let's get it. Okay, cool. So that's where we at right now. Nothing has been final official. They didn't go to the table yet. That's probably a ways away from that. But it looked like both of them want to fight, especially David Benavidez. We don't know how serious Jermall Charlo is. We'll see. I don't know why he would make it up, but I guess he's under pressure because he's looking real chumpy out here. So I guess he gotta take it, man, for his reputation, right? So I'm gonna give who wins on this ahead of a fight. Now I'll make an official prediction if the fight ever get finalized and negotiations and all that. Then when they get time closer to it, then I'll drop a prediction. But for right now, who wins? Well, you got Jermall Charlo, power in both hands, strong, slightly technical, minimal footwork, okay head movement, somewhat, not the greatest. Come forward fighter when he wants to. He's like a mixture of like a pressure fighter, slight boxer. I don't even know where to classify him at, but he's not like Jermall. Jermall is more aggressive than Jermall. But granite chin, as far as we can see. He's been hit by some people, man. Never seen him hurt. I think I've seen him hurt to the body. I believe Deverenchenko might have hurt him to the body. He had issues with Matt Karabov. That's what's making this whole thing odd. When he laughed at David Benavidez, laughed at how he stopped Ronald Ellis in the 11th, but he couldn't get Matt Karabov. I mean, not Matt Karabov. He couldn't get Deverenchenko out of there. I mean, Jermall Charlo pretty much did the same thing to Matt Karabov that David Benavidez did to Ron Ellis. They beat them and had their little issues with them. They kind of like I wouldn't say issues, man. I would say David Benavidez did better against Ron Ellis than Jermall Charlo did against Matt Karabov. David Benavidez wasn't really having no problems with Ron Ellis like that. It was just that he just was coming forward and he chose to take those punches. You know what I mean? And the first round, I think, was like a feeler round. He was going to see if he could feel his power. Can he take his power? And then after that, it was all David Benavidez. Ron Ellis was giving some good work too. But for the most part, he wasn't really doing any damage to him like that. But Matt Karabov was giving Jermall problems. He was giving him hell in there, man. But he stopped Matt Karabov, and just like David Benavidez stopped Ronald Ellis eventually later on in the fight. But anyway, you got David Benavidez, powerful, tall, rangy, very fast hands. The edge and power and speed goes to David Benavidez, absolutely. Power, I don't know. I ain't the one in there getting punched by either one of them, so I can't say who has more power. David Benavidez has stopped people A lot of his stoppages is like, when most of them, some of them, like when the ref will stop the fight, but he was systematically beating you down until the ref threw in the ref or the corner had to, throw it in. But Charlo has put people down, knocked out on their ass a few times, quite a bit. So I can't really say Jermall got more power than David Benavidez. I don't know. If I had to choose one, I would give the power edge to Jermall Charlo. I would give the power edge to him. So how this fight gonna look? Well, I think this fight is actually more competitive than the Canelo fight for some reason. I don't know why. I just think so. I see them. David Benavidez, man, like I said about Canelo, same thing. He gonna have to learn how to move his head. More head movement he needs. He needs much better defense. He's not gonna be wanting to take those punches from Charlo like that. I don't think he's gonna want to take those. Maybe he could. Maybe he's gonna see if he can take Jermall Charlo's power early on in the fight. And if he can, if Jermall Charlo can't hurt David Benavidez, well, I think that's what this fight ultimately comes down to, if Jermall Charlo can hurt him. Because if he can't hurt him, he loses that fight. He's not going to outbox David Benavidez, man. He's not. He doesn't have the punch volume like David. He's not going to outbox him. And I think if they fought, I think David Benavidez will win that fight. I think on the cards, though. I see him winning on the cards, outboxing Jermall Charlo. That's what I can see. If he doesn't get hurt by Charlo, he's going to outbox him to the cards. Easy. I would say the more proven chin is Jermall Charlo. So I'm not too sure if David Benavidez can really hurt him. We'll have to see. I think if anybody was to get hurt first, it would probably end up being David Benavidez. I would lean towards that. But it's about how he takes that hurt. If he absorbs it, bounces back from it. And if he can, he's going to end up outboxing Charlo, man. I know a lot of y'all going to disagree, but that's just my take on it. It's going to be you're going to see a lot of clinching in that fight. You're going to see both dudes coming forward. You're going to see a lot of inside work. Jermall Charlo has the better inside work, I think. Slightly, but David Benavidez is a monster with the body shots, too. So that's what I mean. The body shots, man. I think David Benavidez could possibly hurt Jermall Charlo to the body if he hit him right. I can see that. I can see Jermall Charlo getting hurt to the body by David Benavidez. And I could possibly see David Benavidez getting hurt to the face by Charlo. So I think there's a possibility that both of these dudes are going to hurt each other at some point in this fight. But I think both of them are strong and gritty enough to weather that shit. So I think both of them are dogs. And that's why I said I don't see nobody knocking each other out in this fight. It's going to go 12 rounds. And I think David Benavidez is going to end up pulling it off from the cards by outboxing him. So that's my who wins. I got David Benavidez 12th round decision. Let me know what you think about this fight. Who wins between David Benavidez and Jermall Charlo? Thanks for watching. Get back to me. Like, subscribe, support the channel. I'll catch you guys later on the next one. Peace out.